Hey everybody, welcome into this new tutorial. In today's video, let's take a look at how we can create our very first website, and just by making one-page website using the Google Sites application. As you may know, there are a few applications that Google offers totally for free, and one of those is called Google Sites. So once you're logged into your Google account and tap the Google Sites, or if you tap sites.google.com, you're going to be redirected into the Google Sites section where you can start creating your new site, and you don't have to be paying absolutely anything at all. So I'm going to walk you through step by step how you can start your new site, how you can create your very first website only by using one page. We're going to customize it and we're going to test it so we can see how it is working so far. So first of all, we are already into Google Sites.google.com. And what we want to focus on is in here where it says blank. If you want to start from scratch, if you want to start from a template, it's totally fine. But I'm going to go into the blank section. But before you click into the blank, if you go into the template gallery, there are a bunch of options that you can choose just in case you don't want to start from scratch. If there's something that you liked already, you can choose one and you can customize that template. And let's begin. So as you can see, these platforms, all the tools, all the way that this works, actually it looks like it's from PowerPoint, like it's too basic, but actually it's kind of helpful for us to create our very first website. So as you can see, we can insert a lot of things. There's a text box, an image, some dry videos or photos if you want to add something in your website, content blocks, placeholders. Of course, there are a lot of themes that you can choose created by Google. As you can see, this looks like presentations from PowerPoint, but I don't want to focus in that. I just want to delete this. Now, for example, we can add some logos, we can add some images, we can add a specific title, but let's say that you don't have enough tools here into Google Sites. So for this specific purpose, we're going to be using Canva. Because in Canva, we can design a lot of things, and this is totally for free. So if I go into create a design, you can choose the option that says website. I'm going to go into the search bar. It says website, right? So you can either click in there and they can be redirecting you into some specific dashboard so you can start creating some custom website with a lot of tools that you can choose. Well, in our case, we don't want to do that. We want to start from scratch, remember? But if you want, you can select a specific template just in case that you want to mess around or you want to inspire yourself to create your first site or slide. So as you can see, this looks interesting, but if you're only creating a one-page website, you must have a little bit more information. I want to go from scratch once again. What I want to do is to create some elements so I can download that in a transparent way and import them into my Google site. So there are two ways that you can start merging with your website. You can either create your website using only Canva and import that into the Google site, so you can just publish like that, or we can just copy and paste that inside Google and make the website available with the template we just create. So what I want to do is to go into the element section and look for example, I kind of like this color for a background, so I'm going to select this one. I'm going to just resize that like this. So I kind of like this so far. Now what I want to do is to choose some buttons. If you want to use some stickers, that would be totally up to you, but in my case I just won't do that. So I'm going to create a headline and I'm going to copy paste this text 4 times because there are 4 elements that we must have in a one-page website. One of those is the main information, the home section, the about section. The second part would be what are you selling, like a product, or there's some news, or it's like a blog. Now there's the contact option, the informatics section, where it's going to be appearing on the description of my website, what is this about, on my blog, and of course the best one is subscribe. So we can get the information of the customers that get into our website. We can gather the full name, the email, the phone number for marketing purposes. So with that being said, we can just try to move things around so we can start making this website a little bit more professional. Now, if I go into the element section, you might see that there are a few ways that we can start our website. So for example, I want to make this, for example, a little bit more tinier. So here you have the about section. I'm going to choose all my text and I want to change the font of everyone. So now that we have the text, we want to make some effects to make this looking a little bit more professional. So I'm going to go into the offset section. I'm going to make the direction to look like this. Alright, so now that we have a text, we want to make this a little bit more humanized. So I'm going to click and put something like this in here. So now that we've already digged into this, I want to leave this blank spaces like this because it goes into the Google Sites. I want to add some animations when it's going to be popping up the website, right? So once we are okay with this, let's say I just want to make this a little bit more smaller so I can create more space within these sections. So now we're ready to go. I'm going to go into share. And I'm going to download this as a PNG file. And after that, I'm going to go back into my Google Slides. I can change the image. I'm going to upload it. Now it says click to edit your text. What I want to do is to insert some placeholders. I'm going to insert a button. So let's say, for example, budget. Now what I want to do is to look for some relevant images that can help my website looks a little bit more familiar. I want to go into select images and I can go into Google Images. This will be redirecting me right away into the Google Images. So let's say I want to look for DIY videos. And let's see if there's like a custom image that we can choose for a thumbnail. As you can see now, if I want to, let's say I want to put this information right in here. So it can look a little bit more professional. They have these images that can collapse themselves, so I don't have to use another page, right? And once you're done with that, you can add a logo. Let's say that I want to select a logo in here. For example, I'm just going to use. And lastly, what I want to do is to import a video from YouTube. So what I can do is to choose this option that says YouTube. And I can paste a YouTube video. I don't have to go even to YouTube. Here's the video search of YouTube. I can always go into the preview section so I can see how it's going to be looking from a computer. So this is my one slide website. I can choose the tablet option if I want to, and the phone section. So this is going to be looking in a phone. Now let's see if this Instagram section works so far. So I'm going to click in here. You don't have to worry about this because I just create like an Instagram fake account, so I was just making sure that it would be redirecting me into Instagram. And lastly, once I filled all my information, I can go into the publish section and it's going to be asking me for a web address. So I think I'm okay with the organic social management. So this is going to be my domain. If you want to add a custom domain, you can click in here. It says make it easier for people to visit your site, and I can go into the manage section so I can start my setup. Now let's say I want to buy a domain or to use a domain from another third party. If you want to buy one, it's going to be sending us into the Google domains. But if you're okay with this web address, then let's go into who can view my site. If you want anyone to view your site, you can go into manage as searchable as you can. Then just disable this option and go into publish. I can open a new tab to see how this my website looks so far. So as you can see here is sites.google.com. After you check that everything looks so great, then you're good to go. Now you guys know how to create a website totally for free with Google Sites. So hopefully this was a very useful video for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you find this video useful for you, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more about this Google Sites as well. And hopefully guys, we can see you next time. So thank you so much again for watching the video and see you around.